You guys did a really good job last year of eliminating negative plays, and I know a lot of that falls on running backs and quarterbacks and the offensive line eliminating sacks. But how does that translate to the wide receivers? And how can you guys as a group avoid negative plays?
Yeah, we obviously with blitz pickup and just running our routes where we're supposed to be. If the quarterback flinches or is not sure what's going on, he gets hit in the ear, and we talk about that. You got to be where you're supposed to be when you're supposed to be there, and that applies for everybody. But sometimes on those kind of things, since we're closest to the quarterback at inside, it's pretty important.
What would you guys consider maybe a good game or a good season as far as how many negative plays you allow? Is it one a game?
That's a great question. I'd say 0. I think that's not a bad goal. I think we had the least amount of sacks maybe the coach has ever had last year, and so that's a good start. And then our run game is simple, so you'd hope. I think the goal would be 0 going into the game.
How interested are you just to see your offense, your receivers go against a team outside of your own?
Yeah, no, it's they're ready. They're ready to do that, and like I tell them, they can't worry about who the opponent is, other than the fact that they're all going to be really good players. Their linebackers and All-American, stuff like that. We can't worry about a lot of things, but no, I think they're excited. It is. Boy, August 3rd seems like years ago, but it gets there pretty quick. But I think they're just and my guys now have all played. I got some guys that have been around there and seen some stadiums, so I think we'll be all right.
Is there anything different you tell a guy like Cassidy Woods, who's kind of playing his first collegiate game today or on Saturday?
Yeah, no, and he got in there a tad last year on some special teams, but I've actually tried to just kind of put some pressure on him. You know what I mean? He's got to show up and play well, and every now and again, earlier before the game, I'll say, look, dude, you got to have a good week. You know what I mean? You need to play well, and there's every now and again, there's nothing wrong with that, in my opinion, kind of with certain guys.
Yeah, and then Brandon Arconato, kind of similar to Anthony, where redshirt senior kind of had to wait his time to get in the mix. Is that something? It seems like it's where most schools people are leaving the redshirt seniors who maybe haven't had the opportunity to play or staying at WSU.
Yeah, and Brandon loves it here, and we love him. He played. It's interesting because we're always so competitive. He played more 2 years ago, and then didn't play as much last year, but was really good on special teams. So he's seen it all. JUCO walk-on, now he's on scholarship, so he's seen it all, and so that's why he's doing a lot of good things, and so we expect a lot out of him.
What does it say about Anthony, especially in this day and age where it seems like every day you wake up and there's a new quarterback in the transfer portal, and he could have been one of those guys a couple of years ago looking for another opportunity, but literally waits till his redshirt senior year to get his opportunity.
Yeah, it's a good sign of just overall, not to get all in America and young kids, but patience, and keep working. And, especially with Gardner coming in last year, that can test your patience now. And, he's been here a little bit. And, this is a place he wanted to go to. He knew ESOP, before he got here, all those things. And so he's just kept working, kept grinding, and I'm just excited for him. I'm going to be happy when he takes the field.
How much better does he look in terms of, I know he came in here and he was kind of a little scrawny guy, and he was put on a lot of weight, probably wasn't ready to take hits as a redshirt freshman.
Yeah, he's a tough kid. And I told him this summer he's kind of finally getting a line or a muscle here, much like myself, and it was tough for him to get defined, but he's bigger, stronger, and it's just more confident. Smart guys don't get hurt as much at quarterback because they know when to get rid of the ball, and so he's playing pretty well and smart.
He's talked about taking some cues from Gardner, from studying Gardner. Have you kind of seen that?
I have, yeah. And I talked to all of our guys about just the energy that he brought and how intelligent he was, but he studied a lot, and he was excited to play football. And that kind of permeated throughout the team. And, there's nothing wrong with that. And I've seen he's doing that better. If the practice is in a lull, you're the quarterback. It's your job, I think. And so Coach Leach, takes care of all that. But it's been just watching the way he worked, I think, was the best thing for him watching Gardner.
Is there a little bit of arrogance there that people may not see with Florida, because he's kind of a laid-back, calm guy, but here once he gets in the field, he'll talk to the defense and really can be loud.
Yeah, it obviously, and I know not that you said it wasn't, it comes from a good place, and he's a little bit of a gunslinger. I mean, that's kind of his attitude. As long as he protects the ball, we're okay with that because we, obviously throw it a little bit. So no, he's got a little bit of that too. I call it edge, in a good way, and there's nothing wrong with it.
What does a successful day on Saturday look like for your receivers?
That's a great question. I was at Baylor one year, and I said, if we catch over 15 balls, we'll be fine. We caught 22, and we lost by 40. So it's an awesome question, but it's tough to gauge, catches and da-da-da. I just, for my guys, just great attitude and amazing effort. That's what we're always looking for. That's why it's gotten competitive out here is, anybody could have great effort. I could have great effort. So just a great attitude, great effort, and if anybody's close to that on our whole team, I think we'll be happy.
Outside of Coach Clay's, you might be one of the most well-versed in the defense because you've had your guys go against it since August 3rd.
Yeah.
What have you learned about your own defense?
They got a chip on their shoulder too. I think a lot of guys, you know how it is with the rankings and this and that. Our whole team's like that, but I think they really do. You've seen some guys as leaders step up that if you'd asked me 18 months ago, would they be leaders? I'd say absolutely not. And so I forget, guys grow up sometimes and mature, so the maturity and the leadership has really picked up, I'd say, since August 3rd, but still athletic and hopefully still playing fast.
A few minutes ago, you mentioned how nice it is having as much experience as your group does. With that, where's the confidence level at?
High. I'd say, and they're confident guys anyway, right? They're always open. Coach, I got them. I'll talk about other national receivers, and they're just like, yeah, whatever. So that'll never be a problem in my group, but you still got to go do it. And they've done it in some tough arenas and some snow and some rain. And so I'm glad that won't, so to speak, freak them out, right? But it still don't matter. We got to go and roll, because the flip side is we've lost to some teams we haven't in their careers. So let's go.
It's the 50 reps up.
Look here, guys. This is a special teams hat, and we got them as special teams coaches. I'm well over 50 reps coaching. I don't know if it's very good on special teams, but I think I'm a big rep guy.
So it means that you've coached over 50 special teams reps?
Absolutely. I don't know if they're any good, but I'm trying.
How many guys have the hat?
That's a great question. The coaches do, and then I don't know, 7, 8, 10 guys from last year. Yeah.
You guys good? Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.